So welcome back to Living in Gulf Shores. And if you've been watching my channel, you know things are growing and changing here very fast. And it was time for an update from a video that I did back in the fall about the top changes that are affecting life here in Gulf Shores. So if you're living or thinking about living in Gulf Shores, you're definitely going to watch how rapidly some of these things are taking shape and making life here even better than it's been in the past. I just got back from my first flight out of the Gulf Shores airport. I'm going to take you through a little bit of my experience. I'm going to update you on the Waterway Village. We're going to talk about the high school and all the things that are really going to improve life here on the Gulf Coast of Alabama, not only in Gulf Shores, but for the rest of Baldwin County too. All of the residents here are going to enjoy taking advantage of all of these things as well. So today, we're diving into major developments that are changing our landscape and enhancing our coastal life experience. So I just pulled up to the airport to take my first flight to Fayetteville, Arkansas from Gulf Shores. It's going to be short. We'll be landing in about 2 hours and voila, in Arkansas, here we come. But on the way here, it was amazing as we saw the construction of the new pedestrian bridge, which is going to absolutely change the way Gulf Shores looks. This little beach town is really making such huge changes, and you're not even going to probably recognize it if you haven't been here in a little while. So you can see already that this airport is a huge hit. As a matter of fact, it's already, after just a few months of opening, the third busiest airport in the whole state of Alabama. And it's only going to get busier. They started with 6 flights. They've added 3 more. I'm heading to Arkansas today, but maybe next time. I think Nashville or Knoxville is going to be on my list. And I'm excited for them to start adding even more destinations. So you're definitely going to want to check this out. And as you would expect at the Gulf Shores International Airport, every single person that I have encountered could not have been any friendlier, from the ticket taker to the security. We were in and out in about 5 minutes, and what a great experience. I think it's even close enough you might be able to walk from your boat at one of the nearby marinas. Allegiant had allotted 2 hours, but in about an hour and 18 minutes, we had a little charcuterie, saw beautiful Baldwin County from the sky, and then a few beautiful houses when we were landing in Bentonville, Arkansas, just a little bit outside of Fayetteville. And I hear great things about it. Gonna enjoy a weekend of football and then head back on Monday to Gulf Shores. Sat next to someone on the plane who spends half the year in Gulf Shores, half the year in Arkansas, has been on that flight now 3 times and is absolutely loving it. This is a game changer for Gulf Shores, and that's only the beginning. Wait until you hear the other updates from what's going on in Gulf Shores in 2025. So as exciting as the airport is, I don't think that anything can top this brand new $24 million pedestrian bridge. When I started talking about this at the beginning of the year, this bridge was really just a vision with a few renderings. But oh my goodness, now you can see things really starting to take shape, and it has already dramatically changed the landscape of Gulf Shores. And you can really just feel how this more walkable, more cycling friendly village is really what it's going to be. It's going to be so much more used and appreciated by both residents and visitors. It's going to be a beacon over the canal that is just going to be so inviting and welcoming for everyone to use. And this South Village and North Village are going to become one. On one side, we have Tacky Jack's, Acme Oyster House, the Sloop, some ice cream, the brewery, always live music. And on the other side, we have Lulu's, the airport, marinas, and word on the street is that legendary marina is also going to see some major expansions. I'm going to bring you that in a future video, but this place is shaping up to be super special and super exciting, super fast. So this is a huge win for families, for seniors, and really anyone that wants to be able to enjoy beach living without always having to hop in a car. Because as you know, That is one of the complaints that I've had and that I hear about Gulf Shores is you really do have to have a car to get anywhere that you want to go. And that is not the case anymore. It's been a car-dependent community, and this is a major shift and a major win for Gulf Shores. And this bridge is not just practical, it is gorgeous. I mean, all we have to look at right now is the renderings, but I cannot wait to see this beautiful piece of art taking shape. It's going to include lighting, lookout points, and spaces that make it feel like an experience, not just a way to get across the water. This is exactly the kind of infrastructure and investment that builds long-term value for residents and business owners. And for those of you condo owners, these type of changes in Gulf Shores are going to protect your investment and probably see our property values climb very, very quickly after these are done. What really strikes me standing out here in just the few months that it's been since I first started talking about this project is that the surrounding developments suddenly feel so much more connected already. You really do feel like I can now walk from Tacky Jack's, from Acme, to just overlook the water, to appreciate the surroundings and the beauty and the nature that we have, to be able to walk from the Waterway Village Beach to the restaurants, even to that Embassy Suites hotel that I'm gonna take you to. You'll eventually even be able to get to the airport terminal, which I'll tell you, when I was flying out of that airport, you see how close everything is to the marinas, to this pedestrian village, to be able to cycle, maybe to be able to take a golf cart one day. We'll see how this shapes up, but it truly feels so different already, and I really think you're gonna love it. If you have not seen Gulf Shores, you better take a trip down here and check it out because it is looking so good. And if you want to stay updated with updates like this, I do send out a weekly newsletter every Saturday. You can just hit that link down below in the comments for the Baldwin County Report, and I'll keep you posted on all these things as they start coming closer and closer to being finished. So now let's talk about the newest addition to the Gulf Shores High Line, the new Embassy Suites Hotel, which is officially the largest hotel in Gulf Shores, and one that everyone is excited about because it opens up so many opportunities to having conferences and visitors. And I just had my first client stay here last week, and they had rave reviews. They said the hotel was beautiful, their room was great, and on top of it, I just got word today that they are opening up passes for the pool to Gulf Shores and Orange Beach residents. For only $20 a day, you can buy a pass, and that includes a $10 credit for your food and be right across the street from the beautiful Gulf Shores beaches. The location here is absolutely key. You're right here in the heart of it all, right across the street. And the main idea for all the new changes that Gulf Shores is seeing is that this creates a more walkable, pedestrian-friendly Gulf Shores that everyone will be able to enjoy. From a real estate and investment perspective, this hotel raises the bar. It sends a clear signal that Gulf Shores is no longer just a seasonal beach town. It's becoming a year-round destination. And with this kind of lodging and services that cater to both families and professionals, we're already going to see other developers start to take note. This kind of growth is good for everyone. More jobs, more foot traffic for the small businesses, and more options for visitors and for residents who want to explore this area and who just might also be the next ones to make it home. Now let's talk about something fun and always one of my favorite subjects, music. Music and festivals and the events are really the heartbeat of what makes our area so special. And on my last video about the changes, I let you know that the Hangout Fest was going away and Morgan Wallen had come in with the Sand in My Boots Festival. Well, if you made it to that festival, you had a great time. The weather was great, the music was great, the crowd was great, and the feedback was incredible. It brought about $70 million into our local economy. And afterwards, there was a lot of talk and discussion about what was going to happen to the future of this now famous festival here in Gulf Shores. Well, the residents spoke, surveys were sent out, and about 75% of people responded that yes, they wanted this beloved festival to continue. And so Hangout Fest will be back in 2026. What do festivals like this mean for our community? Well, it means more visibility, more tourism, and of course, more revenue coming into our local businesses. And more importantly, it means that Gulf Shores maintains its identity as a cultural hub for the Gulf Coast, with venues like the Wharf Amphitheater, nearby theaters in Mobile and Pensacola, and easy access to music-loving cities like New Orleans. We are right in the middle of something really special here, and we're so happy to see the Hangout Fest coming back in 2026. Music has always been a part of life here in Baldwin County, and keeping these festivals alive ensures it stays that way for years to come. So let's shift the direction a little bit and talk about education. So right behind me is the real star of this show today, the new Gulf Shores High School. I wasn't joking when I said you could see it from space. This $131 million campus is massive. It is modern, and it is already making waves. We're talking STEM labs, full-scale performing arts center, collaborative outdoor learning spaces, and this sports facility, oh my goodness, that is going to rival small colleges. Since Gulf Shores separated from the Baldwin County School District in 2019, they have been investing directly in their own students, and this new high school is the crown jewel of that vision. It's not just a bigger building, it's a symbol of where Gulf Shores is heading as a year-round, family-first community. And what's happening around the school tells its own story. This new hot dog restaurant just opened right behind me, and just a few minutes up the road is the brand new Publix shopping center that opened about a month ago, finally giving residents on this side of town easier access to groceries and daily essentials. People are telling me it is already improving their life, and you can see it here firsthand. This corridor has changed so much in the past year that it is almost unrecognizable. Just a short time ago, you had to pay a toll to cross the bridge towards Orange Beach. Now that toll is gone. The steel girder for the new Intracoastal Waterway Bridge is in place. The traffic flow is being completely reimagined with one-way bridges coming soon. And it's making a huge difference in how people are moving through this area. It's really setting the stage for continued growth. So if you liked updates like this, stick with me because I'll bring you a whole new one on Gulf Shores next year and some of the other areas and some of the things that you might want to know as well. And of course, if you want to get it faster, subscribe to my weekly newsletter, the Baldwin County Report. I'll put the link in the comments in case you're not getting it yet. You don't want to miss out. So there you have it. These are not just plans anymore. They're real projects that have come to life and that are reshaping life and living right here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. And signs of how Gulf Shores and Orange Beach and Baldwin County are growing so quickly. A lot of you are messaging me saying you probably wouldn't even recognize it. It's been so long since you've been down here. And I'll tell you, this year, you are especially right about that. So if it's time for a visit, give me a call. I'll be happy to send you my itinerary and guides to make the most of what your trip could be like if you're thinking of moving back or making this your next home.